Hey everybody, hey there, is Kat here. And I want to talk to you guys today about well, let me tell you who I'm talking to. First of all, those of you all who are looking to offer your courses to businesses, to companies, to nonprofits. And if that's what you're looking to do, then you're in the right place. You found the right live stream. Right. And I want to welcome those of you all who are new to Cat the Course Builder. You're new to me. Maybe I'm just now coming up on your feed on YT or IG or FB or TT or one of the E's. All right. You are just now finding me. I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank you for coming in and having a seat. And I'd love to hear back from you to see how I can help you to break into B2B. All right. You're wanting to break into B2B with your training and your courses specifically. Okay. That's where I can help. Okay. So today I want to talk about one of the biggest reasons that talented experts struggle to break into the corporate market. Okay. They struggle to break into B2B spaces. And I want you to know that it has very, very little to do with the quality of their course, their quality of their programs. A lot of you all, which is totally fine. A lot of you all are using AI. You're getting AI assisted, or whatever it is. It's completely fine. And so I want you to know that your course is probably not the issue, right? Your course is not why they're not purchasing. Their course is not why you're not getting their attention. And so that's what I want us to dig into. And if you are watching this on FB or YT, I'm going to put something up here for you. Now, you all can see it over on TT, all right? But I'm going to put something up here on the screen. And it says, companies don't buy courses, they buy solutions, okay? They don't buy courses, they buy solutions. And if that is something that resonates with you, if that's something that you can get a hold of, then it's going to change the entire conversation. Okay. So, like I said, it has very little to do with your course. It has everything to do with the way they're thinking about the conversation. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you, Mrs. CC. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Okay. It has very little to do with your course. Okay. If your course is AI generated, or if it's an e-learning, if it's an in-person, or if it's an online course, or maybe you teach it via Zoom, that is not their worry. Okay. Hi, Time. Nice to see you, honey. Catherine, nice to see you. It has very little to do with that. So in this video, I'm going to break down for you what businesses care about, what they're thinking about, how they're looking at your program. When they come across your LinkedIn page, they come across something in their feed that indicates that you are able to solve a particular problem that they are dealing with, right? They are going to look to see if you understand. Hi, Christy. Welcome, love. They're going to be looking to see if you understand their business, if you understand the language of business, if you understand how to talk to them. All right. That is what's going to get their attention. And when we were at Course Connects just a few weeks ago, they talked about that. The decision makers that were there in the room, they talked about the fact that a lot of people just don't know how to approach them. They just don't know how to talk about their expertise. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. Welcome, Josie. Welcome, you guys, and welcome those of you all who are joining from YouTube, from YT. Thank you all so much for coming in. I thank you all for the hearts. Thank you all so very much. We are, and if you're new to me and you're just now coming in, Ernest, nice to see you, love. Nice to see you, Peace, Biz Credit, and thank you all for the hearts. I appreciate that. Thank you for my daily heart me. I appreciate that. Thank you all very much for dropping the daily heart me. Thank you, Ernest, for getting it going. Good evening. I know you're in the UK, so it's still afternoon for us. So what we're talking about is how to get their attention. All right. So let's talk about what most experts talk about, right? And feel free to get in on the conversation. Ernest and the rest of you guys, it's 10:30 p.m., but I'll listen in. Okay, I know. Listen, 10:30 is way past my bedtime, so I get it. Way past my bedtime, okay? I'm doing really, really good to stay up past 9 o'clock. I'm doing great to stay up past 9. So kudos to you for being up past 10 o'clock, okay? Hi, Terrell Knowles. Nice to see you, love. Welcome to the broadcast. Those of you all who are joining on FB, I know one of y'all got on me the other day because you were like, you never come over to the comments on FB. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Y'all charge it to my mind and not my heart, okay? So I will make sure that I am watching those FB comments, okay, from you all, YTIG, and all the rest, okay? Because what we're talking about is how you're going to break into this corporate side, okay? Hi, Tune. Nice to see you, love. How to actually break into the B2B market with your training and your courses, okay? Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. Thank you for liking the live, Ernest. So the thing about it is that your course is not the problem. Your training is probably not the problem. Now, does it need to be set up in a way that businesses can appreciate it? Absolutely, 100%. But the content is not the problem, right? The issue is that most experts are asking, what should I teach? They're asking how many modules I should have, how many lessons. They're focused on all the things except for what businesses really care about. Best Life Forever, welcome to the broadcast. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for popping in. All right. They are asking the wrong questions. Okay. What you should be asking is, what problems are we solving for businesses? Okay. Because organizations are wanting to know how you can help them with their issues, with their problems, with their leaders, with their customer service agents, with their frontline staff, with their admin, with their agents. They want to know what your training can help them to do with their business outcomes. Okay, Mara, nice to see you, love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, please, please grab that daily heart me. Yes, thank you. Didn't complete the daily heart me. Okay, let's go ahead and complete that daily heart me mission. Okay, thank you so much, Mara. I appreciate you, love. We are talking about how to get the attention of businesses and how to break into the B2B course and training market. Okay, if you've got a course and you know that you want to offer it to businesses so that you can get paid in full, upfront, and in bulk through licensing, then this is definitely the broadcast that you want to tune into. Okay, we're talking about why great training does not get a yes. Why, even though, thank you for the hearts, I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Mara. Thank you for tapping. Right, you know, a lot of people ask me and they talk about the fact that I've got a great course, I've gotten great feedback on it. What I do, hey Tamar, nice to see you, love. You know, I've done all the things. I've taken all the time to get the modules, to get the lessons, to record the videos, to put my workbooks together and my templates and all the things. How come I'm not getting any traction? How come I'm not getting their attention? One thing you have to know is that great content isn't enough. It's not enough. Answering the pain points the company needs matters. Absolutely, Ernest. As a matter of fact, that is the thing that's going to get their attention first. Absolutely. If they know, hi, Michelle, if they know that and recognize that you recognize their pain points, that's when you've got their attention. That's when they're going to see you and hear you, right? So here's the challenge. Here's the challenge. The challenge is, if you go over on LinkedIn, they are not over there telling you what their challenges are. Yeah, they're not going to tell you. They're not going to advertise it. They are not over there saying, We have a problem with our frontline staff. They're not going to say we have a challenge with our admin staff. They're not as productive as we need them to be. They're not as efficient and effective as we need them to do. We are losing money hand over fist because our customer service agents are not being trained properly, or don't have empathy, or don't have good emotional intelligence, those sorts of things. You can help. Can you help me with those problems? They're not going to advertise it. They're not going to advertise it. So you might say, well, Kat, how in the world do I get their attention, and how do I know what it is that they need if they're not going to tell me? If I can't go over on LinkedIn and they tell me what their challenge is and what their problem is, you are going to have to go through my steps. And if you don't know what my steps are, then make sure that you download my free blueprint, because I tell you exactly how to figure it out in my blueprint. Okay, it's free. So all you have to do, click the link around this video, and there you have it. It's yours for free. Go grab it and come back. Okay, so what I'm saying is that you have to know how to address them, how to talk to them, right? Question answered. You are welcome, Ernest. You are welcome. Thank you. Thank you. They are wanting to know, can you help them? And how can you help them with their problem? So here's the good news, because so many people that I talk to feel, thank you for the hearts, you guys. I appreciate it. We're almost at 2,000 hearts, and I appreciate that, because it tells the algorithm people that this is a broadcast worth listening to and worth pushing out. So I certainly appreciate the hearts. Okay, correct. No one puts that in the public. How do you find out? You are going to read the tea leaves, okay? All you have to do is download my guide, and I tell you, and I walk you through the steps on how to actually do that, okay? You have to be able to go over and say, hey, based on what I'm seeing here, this might be an issue. Based on what's going on with this company. Now, is that something that is going to take a little bit of work? Yes, it might. But is it worth it to you to get a contract that's 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000? Is it worth it to you to spend 2, 3, 4 minutes figuring out what their issue might be? Is that too much of an ask? And then with AI, it's easier than ever to figure these things out anyway. Okay? It's not, I'm breaking it down for you. So just go over there and grab it, and then that's going to get you on the right pathway. Okay? So when you do get their attention, see, here's the other problem. When you do get their attention and they go and look at your digital footprint, what are they finding when they get over there? What are they finding when they get over to your LinkedIn? What are they finding when they get over to your Facebook, your YouTube, your Instagram, what's your digital footprint look like? Thank you for the hearts, you guys. We are over 2,000 hearts, and I am so grateful. Thank you all so very much. Ernest, I see you tapping away. Mara, I appreciate you, love. Ernest, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, what are they going to find? Are they going to find someone that has a digital footprint that matches what their expertise is? Okay, or are they going to just find, pictures of you hanging out with your friends at the barbecue, at the pool? What are they going to find when they get over there? Are they going to find a business? Is that what they're going to find? Well, they've got to find that. Okay, so now you have to be where they are. Okay, decision makers by business outcomes. That's what you need to know. Write that down. I'm gonna put it on a t-shirt. Good point. Can you hold their attention with your socials and website? Yes, absolutely. Can you hold their attention? Can you get their attention? And it's not all about how pretty it is. It's about how do you solve their problem. That's what they're trying to figure out at the end and the beginning of the day. Okay? So decision makers by business outcomes. That's what they're looking for. What kind of business outcomes? Return on investment, higher productivity, greater efficiency, greater and higher retention of employees. Yes. Better recruitment. Yes. Lowering risk for them. Yes. Can you help them lower their risk? Can you help them to have happier employees with your training, with your course, with your program? Okay? Learning supports the strategy, not the other way around. Okay? So facilitating here's what we talked about the other day that ties in. And if you didn't see that video where I'm talking about the levels of learning and layering those levels of learning, you can go back, check out the video. I literally have hundreds of hours of videos for you to learn this process. Okay? Hundreds of hours. Okay? And one of those resources is right here. Okay, so you can check it out. I have a link where I give you all these resources. Why am I doing? Thank you for sharing the live, Mar. I appreciate that so very much. Thank you, love. So what we're talking about for those of you all who are just now joining is what do you do? How do you break into the B2B space? First of all, you have to think like a business. And you have to understand who your audience is, who you are actually offering your course to. Are you offering, or your training program, are you offering it to a level 1, a level 2, or a level 3? If you don't know what that is, I done already told you, you all can check out my YouTube, well, YT, okay, depending on where I'm at, where you're at. You can check out that. I have videos on it, and there's also a resource right here, wherever you are, okay? But you have to know, am I at level 1, which is the consumer employee level? Am I offering my course to everyday consumers? Thank you for the hearts, you guys. I appreciate you for getting me to almost 5,000 hearts. I appreciate that. Are you at level 1 where you're offering your courses to consumers and employees? There's nothing wrong with that if you are. It's just, it's different over there. It's different on level 1. That's going to require you, right, to get to know people, to get, the know, like, and trust factor. It's going to require you to be on platforms like TT. It's going to require you to get on there and show your face. And if that's not what you're trying to do, I want you to know I get it. If that is not really what you're wanting to do, it's okay. The good news is that in the B2B space, businesses do not care about how many followers you have. They don't care about that. They don't care, right, how popular you are. So if you don't want to get into a popularity contest, good news is businesses don't want you in one either. They are not looking for that person who is an influencer. No, what they're looking for is someone that can help them solve their business problems. Whether it's providing fitness and wellness programs that you can offer to companies to help their employees to be healthier, all right? Whether you're offering programs that will help them to adopt AI faster, easier, better. Whether you're offering them mental health strategies or some other kind of training, right? That is what they're looking for because they want the outcome. You are going to create scalable intellectual property. That's what I meant when I was saying that you're going to leverage the layers of learning, right? So when you go into a company, when you go into a nonprofit, when you go into a business, you're not only going to offer them your training where you go in and actually give them the workshops. No, you're going to give them workshops. You're going to offer them e-learning or online courses. You're going to offer them a community. You're going to offer them resources. You're going to offer them templates. All of that is how you stack the layer, stack the offer, and that is what we're talking about. Okay, that way you do not have to actually sit on social media all day long. You might not want to do that. And I get that. It's okay. In the B2B space, you don't have to do that, which is why a lot of people prefer it over in the B2B space. There's nothing wrong if you want to offer your training and your programs also in the consumer space. There's nothing wrong with that. I say go for it. Offer it in the consumer space as well if you have the capacity to do so. But while you are doing that part, you want to build up the B2B, the business to business part of your business. That part of your business that is going to help you bring in larger sums of revenue, right? And you do not have to necessarily be on social media like you do, like you have kind of have to do in the consumer space. Okay. All right. And listen, if you don't like being in the consumer space, just say me. Say me. I'm going to come over here to FB and YT. I want you to see if you all are talking to me as well. I want you all to know that the B2B space moves different. It moves different. It's quieter over in the B2B space. They're looking to have real conversations with real experts who can help them to solve real problems that they're having in their business. That's what they're looking to do. And if that is what you're looking to do, you're in the right place. You're in the right space, because that is what I do. For those of you all who do not know me, for those of you all who may be new to me, I am Kat Dunn, also affectionately known as Kat the Course Builder. I am a real instructional designer. I don't play one on TV. Hey, Coach Yvette. Hey, honey. I don't play one on TV. I have a real agency that has worked for some of the most recognizable brands in the world, building out learning strategies for them and learning solutions. Uber Eats, Walmart, Verizon, Ocean Spray. Oh my God, so many of them. United Way, countless schools, nonprofits. Those are our clients. And we have helped literally hundreds of people around the globe to break into the B2B space. Okay? Real people with real expertise. Hi, Leon. Nice to see you, love. And the reason that this is so important to me is because I know that this is an avenue that not many people who look like me are in this space. Not many people who look like me even know how to break into the B2B space. And that's not something that sits well with me. I know that you built a course, or you started building a course, you started working on your program, and it may be sitting there collecting dust. And you may be thinking that your opportunity is gone. You may be thinking that AI is taking over everything, and is your program, is your expertise even valuable? You might be thinking that. You might be thinking, how do I get traction when all the algorithm stuff is against me? How do I get the attention of a big company, a big corporation, a big nonprofit when it's just little old me? Are they going to listen to me? Are they going to see me? Are they going to hear me? Are they going to understand that I have 10, 20, 30 years of experience and I can solve their problems? I can help them with their issues, right? You might be thinking that. You might be a little bit discouraged. I don't know if you are. If you are, tell me in the chat. It's okay. It's okay. Hi, Professor. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining the live. You might be feeling discouraged, but I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you that there is yet another way. You don't have to sit on social media all day. You might have a job still. You might be working still. And you might be like, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. But I want to put my expertise out into the world. What am I going to do? You're going to come over to a space where there are serious and professional businesses that need your help. But you got to be in their space and you got to speak their language and you have to understand what appeals to them. You have to understand what they're listening for, what they're looking for. How do I know? Because I've been doing this a long time. I've been doing this a very long time, over 20 plus years. My agency has been around 11 plus years. And if that is something that you're wanting to do, if you want to break into B2B, then hey, make sure that you are following me. Make sure that you are watching the videos. I have put out hundreds of hours of videos, literally hundreds, probably thousands at this point. Resources to help you break into B2B, because that is what I'm passionate about. I am passionate about helping people who have real life experiences, real expertise to break into this arena that so many people, a lot of people don't even know is out there, or they just don't know how to get into it. It's overwhelming for them. Let's take it step by step. Let's go to step one. Step one is clarifying the problem that you solve for companies and what type of companies that you actually solve for. And that's the first step. That's the first step. Okay? If you want to join me tomorrow, every Thursday at 12:15, we do a executive briefing on Zoom where I am walking through the insights of businesses and companies, and I'm helping you to break into the B2B space live on Zoom. Okay? And if that's something that you want to join tomorrow, that means tomorrow. That means tomorrow. Okay? So you can click the link and my bio is completely free, and you can join us tomorrow for the executive briefing. That is where I am sharing with you insights from the leaders that I speak to on a daily basis about what they're looking for. They're not going to advertise it. You're not going to find it on LinkedIn. You're not going to find it on their website. You're not going to find it on their social media, but you will find it inside of small rooms with big conversations. And so I have created a space for you so that I can share it with you. I can share their insights with you. If you want to know, how do I get their attention? How do I break in? How do I get seen by them? Make sure that you join us for the executive briefing tomorrow. Okay? Because I speak with them as part of what I do in my business and my agency. We collect data. We collect data from decision makers. And I've been doing this for over 11 years now. So we know a thing or two about what companies are looking for when it comes to training and learning solutions for their business problems. And they have even more business problems than ever. Okay? They do. But they're not going to advertise it. You're not going to find it on LinkedIn. You're going to find it in community. In community where they feel safe, where they feel heard, where they feel like they are amongst their peers. And I am so grateful that over the years, we here at KTCB have built a reputation with businesses across the country and in fact around the world that trust us, to help them with learning solutions that solve big problems for them. So I talk to a lot of them. I want to understand what motivates them to invest in courses and programs. And then when I understand it, I turn around and tell those who are in my community. I'm not going to advertise it either on social media because I'm not going to tell their business. I'm not going to advertise it either. But in our community, in our space, we can talk about what the overarching themes are. What is going on with these businesses? What is happening since COVID? What is happening since AI when it comes to learning and development? What is going on, and how do you, as an expert in your space, navigate that as you show up in these small rooms with big conversations? One of those small rooms with big conversations is the executive briefing. I have it every Thursday at 12:15 Eastern Standard Time, and you are welcome to join us tomorrow. Okay? So I want to thank you all. I hope that this has been helpful for you. I hope that you have enjoyed this conversation that we've had. I've really, really enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for coming in. I thank you for every share, every like, every comment, every repost. And so I want to remind you that tomorrow at 12:15 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to continue this conversation during our private corporate course creator executive briefing. Okay, we're going to go much deeper into how organizational decision makers evaluate learning investments and why understanding that process changes the way you position your expertise. There is absolutely no cost to attend. I want you all to win. I want you all to get your foot in the door. So you can register by using the LINK in my bio, and I would love, love, love to have you join us. Okay? I would love to have you join us. Remember that showing up is half the battle. Remember that they're not going to spread this all over social media. Small rooms with big conversations is where this takes place, and you are invited. Okay, so now you know how to join us. I hope we'll see you there. And leave any questions that you might have. You can leave them down below. You can leave them. Hey, you guys. Hey, over there on YT. Y'all, I'm so sorry. I promise you, I am not ignoring you all over there in YT and FB land. Y'all, listen. I got a lot of technology going on over here, so please forgive me. I promise you, I will check all of your questions. I will answer all of your questions. Hi, Leah. Nice to see you. Wealth Advisor. Nice to see you. I promise you, I will answer all of your questions. And if you want to get questions answered about how to move forward and break into B2B spaces with your courses and your training, then make sure that you show up tomorrow at the executive briefing where we're going to be walking through that. Okay. So I hope to see you all there. And until next time, stay on course, you guys. All right. See you all soon.